Hello again, welcome to Bridlington. It's now the 5th of February 2025, temperature 4C, real feel -1, but it's a beautiful, crisp February morning here in Bridlington, and for once the tide is in. So we'll walk down to the harbour and see what's happening. Before we do that, let's have a look at, this is Clough Hole, Bridlington Harbour Commissioner's Boatyard. And look at the lines of this boat, which is called Heidi J. It's quite a familiar look actually. I was looking at a Viking longship, one that was the largest one that had ever been found, you know, in one of those mounds. And the build is very much the same, it's almost identical actually. Without the rubber tyres of course, but I was looking at this Viking longship and sort of a row of holes all along there for the oars, and of course you've got the tall sort of prow or stem or whatever it's called there, but a very familiar look. As we walk towards Bridlington Harbour Commissioner's boat lift, we can see the tide is in. In fact, the high tide will be about 11 AM I believe this morning. And here is the three brothers sailing cobble. It's been renovated in some ways I think, but I remember being on that as a child, going out on a fishing expedition with my father. It would be about 1955, and you heard me mention what I call Bridlington's secret underwater toilet, the old sea latrine in the harbour anyway, which was over there. Now that was the ship, sorry, the cobble. We went out on fishing, caught nothing of course, but ended up over there getting off the boat using the toilet when it was open back in the day. And here we've got the Union flag, Union Jack, and the flag of Yorkshire showing the white rose. And if you're watching this from another country other than the UK, you might not be familiar with the War of the Roses. That's the white rose, Yorkshire. Also the red rose, and if you might want to look up the War of the Roses on Wikipedia or something and see that battles and slaughter has continued throughout human history. It's nothing new. That's the white rose of Yorkshire. This massive battle took place on Towton Moor near York. In the House of York and the House of Lancaster, but enough of that. Here is a fishing boat manoeuvring. And that's the Olivia P. You might be wondering where the dredger is, the Gypsey Race. I saw it leaving the harbour just as we arrived. There's always something new at Bridlington. We can't walk past that and get covered in powdered brick dust, so that means walking into the town from another direction. We walk past the Undertakers again with its loyalty card sticker and onward towards the harbour. Again we see the stunning beauty of the white cliffs of Flamborough Head, and here is the Bridlington North Beach, at the moment underwater due to the high tide. A little bit of beach right over there. And here we can see the harbour not far off, high tide. The earlier video I took, we walked down those steps there onto the beach. You remember, if you see my earlier video, that's where the female old sea latrine is, just around that little corner there down the steps. And Bridlington Crane Wharf with the pirate ship tied up at the far side. You can see here, despite the relatively narrow entrance to Bridlington Harbour, you can see the swell coming into the harbour, and how right at the back here you can see how sometimes it moves quite large stones and rocks, you know, round stones as big as a knapsack or briefcase or a backpack. It pushes them up against the old trade. Surprising how much power water has, I always think. A beautiful blue sky at Bridlington this morning, but there's hardly anyone here. So it's goodbye from Bridlington until the next trip. Take care now and goodbye for now.